starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Cuckoo's here with Rosh and Saku, and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
Hello.
Greetings. I'm gonna get my head in the game now. Into this game from another game. So, that would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Calling you out.
Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger mobile.
You had to say Blue Badger-mobile.
It's a good thing to say. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the Blue Badger mobile here and committed the murder. Then, he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild West area.
You believe he moved the body with the car? You believe he did it in the study with the candlestick?
That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way that he did it.
The 3 tired tread marks are very telling, however. Is the Blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern?
Gosh, if only there was another one, like, right beside us that we could check.
I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there.
I can't, my eyes are closed. The tire marks.
Open the... yeah, like that.
The tire marks.
Yes, the tire marks. The ones there behind the stage.
I thought those were crop circles.
Easy mistake to make. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made...
They must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct?
yeah, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that Blue Badger mobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I'd say it's the Blue Badger mobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too.
Thank God you're here.
The 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger mobile.
3 tire marks. I have to agree that the Blue Badger-mobile has 3 tires.
Of course, the only thing in this park that could make those marks is that roving shop.
Are you forgetting that there are, in fact, 3 of them?
Sorry.
Oh, you poor thing! I can't simply ignore how cute that was. And you can't simply ignore the pink and proto Badgermobiles, Agent Lang.
Of course! I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2. But I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie.
Of course, you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct?
Of course not.
Oh, well, that was blunt.
But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder.
So you still claim that the tire marks belong to the blue Badgermobile?
It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder. Then, he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild West area.
Besides the blue Badgermobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved.
Recall what the Wild West area looked like? Only the blue Badgermobile and Mr. Deacon's body were in the garage. I'd say that's proof.
I suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me the truth is usually not so easily found. Is there some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement with regard to that scene?
Well, it looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams.
Only if what Agent Lang believes turns out to be true. The 3 tired tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Or was it a motorcycle gang, riding next to one another in a V-shape?
Holding hands.
Like me, Phoenix, and Gumshoe usually do.
That's an incredible image, except it wouldn't be motorcycles. It would be like bikes with the
Scooters, yeah.
stabilizers still on.
A bike with the stabilizers on would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I think that was right, but...
What do we have for you here?
Let's have a look at it.
Because it was in the... Because it was still found in the, garage, and it didn't have anything on the wheels, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't dirty? That what it
Yeah.
was? Yeah. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale.
And why is that?
Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekin's blue Badgermobile. One look at that car would have told you so. What proves the blue Badgermobile has never been to this stadium?
The dead guy.
Yeah!
The way he's like laying there and the things. Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it.
Dollop is such an edge word.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
it?
was like, wow, word choice, Edgeworth. He doesn't know what dollop means. That's why he's made that noise.
He looks over at like the check over his shoulder. He's just like,
Can you look up what dog means? Ask Siri. She never responds to my voice for some reason.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that inquiry.
If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed.
Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius?
Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink badger mobile?
Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats.
Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store, as I recall.
Oh, you mean the proto badger?
What is
That
that
looks like a face
monstrosity?
you can trust.
Looks like the other badger. That's right, there was one more parking space inside that garage. And it proves the existence of Proto-Badgermobile, and also demons. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. He still doesn't know what dollop means.
Hey, did you hear something?
Oh my god, it's that guy!
Is it just me, or does his sprite look way more like a Persona character sprite?
Yeah, it
than
does.
anyone else in this game?
Look at
I
his
don't
hair
know.
though.
Yeah,
That's beautiful, beautiful hair.
it's marvelous. I don't know what voice I should give this guy.
A very high-pitched one.
Very high pitched one. Okay. Help me.
Oh no! Swoon.
Are you alright?
I have this effect on people.
Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time?
Is Sprite gonna be sideways while he talks?
That would be incredible. Wild West with kidnappers.
He was in the room next to the one I was held in. I could have been in the Wild West with kidnappers.
He was. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers.
What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say.
That's because only dolphins can understand him.
The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes.
Did you see the faces of your kidnappers?
No, idiot, they were wearing costumes.
No, I didn't see their faces. But one was a woman.
A woman. I've never seen one of those.
Look down, King. She's 5 inches below your eye line.
Quite an important piece of testimony. What are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift.
Forgot about his stupid glasses.
Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to get rough?
Again.
You're nothing but a big bully!
He's not that big.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go!
No, no. Not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily.
Don't count on me to testify, because I won't! Not for you!
That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility.
You're gonna have nightmares tonight, arguing with yourself.
I do this every night. Honestly, like voice acting it for these characters is just giving it like a venue. It happens anyway.
I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate?
They just said no.
Fair maidens?
Oh god.
Come on, you little rascal. You sure know the way to a woman's heart.
Like she says. The passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever.
Trying to outdo my Auntie Pooh with your fancy schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement.
Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Lady, you're one G-MILF. That's a grandmother I'd like to—
Mr. Edgeworth!
I'm out of here. I like the letters was just like, fuck this shit.
I'm not here for any Metalocalypse rehash jokes.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to being slightly distracted. Oh my god, it's where are we? It is, and there's a wild cat on a wild barrel.
Next to the wild skull at the wild house.
And in the wild saloon, 3 skeletons lived.
March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild West area.
The Wild West. Wiki Wild West.
No. Band.
Yeah, it's a great band.
Looks like we got the boot again.
I can't believe they didn't like my rapping.
That's
With
like
Lance safe. The focus of the
Oh,
investigation.
Please stop, Mr. Edgeworth. I can't
Never.
take it anymore.
You have to help me record my album.
Sorry, please continue.
Getting edgy with it. Nah. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. Yo. You can't not talk to me forever.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper.
Miles, my boy! I assume it's the old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me it's true. Tell me you really found my boy.
It's me, yeah boy. Yes, Mr. Romano, we found him earlier in the stadium.
Run. My little lance isn't hurt.
He's not exactly the picture of a perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a...
She's breaking my heart. I'm gonna bust a rhyme about it. What is it, Kay? You look like you want me to. You stumbled upon something.
I'm kind of confused by all the different events going on.
Thank you, audience avatar.
This is for Saku. First there's the kidnapping, and then the co-conspirators of that end up in a murder. And Miss Oldbag saw the crucial moment, but you and Miss Oldbag are kinda...
We do not need to investigate further into the last statement. Disregarding the fact of who it came from, the witness's testimony was a mess. However, it did shed some light on the truth behind this case.
Well, let's keep investigating and see what other types of people we run into, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough.
It was nothing.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm very relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right! I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him.
A letter. It's not even my autograph.
The way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know.
Yeah, well.
I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself.
Isn't this a breach of confidentiality?
Yeah, that looks normal.
It's a very simple love letter.
Sure. Oh, hey, let me see. That's really weird. Tender lender, Viola.
I love that the stamp is just like a little face.
I didn't notice that. It looks from a loan company. Tender lender. Looks more like a collection bill to me.
That's a really terrible name for a loan company. I don't
It's
like
my
it. It rubs me up the
company.
wrong way. No, I
It's
don't like
my company name.
it. Unname it.
No!
Delete it from the internet.
I need to get better at that voice. See, when we first met this guy, I just finished watching The Dark Crystal, so I had Chamberlain on the brain, but it's been a
Oh my
while since we've
God.
done it, so...
Ugh, love the Chamberlain. He's so awesome.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for you. And the flowers you've gone through.
suppose if they were for me, then.
I believe you said that you are Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but. Oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring. So I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring.
Is it one of those candy ones? Cool.
It tastes so sweet when you lick it. It's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me he gave you a lollipop ring? That's dope, why didn't I think of that?
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided. Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
Edgeworth, not everyone is like you in Phoenix.
I forget sometimes.
That explains a lot.
That was adorable.
It was.
That was the cutest laugh ever. They just knew. It didn't take them like 3 games to get there.
My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Anamano group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Oh! Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long. I don't think I'd recognize him if we were to ever meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live.
About this incident.
Incident? Isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition.
You based everything on that.
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. He started fantasizing again.
Yeah, she's not suspicious at all.
Of course not. So what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, since you won't let me rap, and we already established there's a good chance the killer is the other kidnapper, it's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. One of these 3 locations is the one location.
Kidnapper's hideout?
Yeah,
No idea.
We've already been to the crime scene, right?
Yeah, we've been to the crime scene. Isolation.
The isolation room sounds scary. And
I'm
so does the
assuming-
kidnapper's
yeah.
hideout.
I think
They
that's
both
where
sound
we were.
scary.
I'm assuming isolation rooms where we like met Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with the area. In that case, there's no harm in asking the officer of to let us in.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us and see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!